What's up, Gemini? Things are coming quickly. Things are moving fast. So for you guys, the word that I got when I was getting into your energy was furious. And it's so funny because I'm talking about things being fast, and now your word is furious. I guess that would make the phrase fast and furious. Things are about to get fast and furious. So we're going to be jumping into this reading to see what it is that you need to be clearing out, what you need to be working on, what you need to be aware of, so that when these energies come in, you can work them to your advantage, okay? Now, this sage is right now for your opportunity to clear out. I need some of y'all right now to just take a deep breath. Whew. I feel like there's been a lot of fear in the air, and it's because sometimes things go beyond your control, right? You can't control everything, but you can control yourself, right? So even if things get fast and furious, this is about you always being able to take a moment to stop and reset. I feel like a lot of y'all just need to stop and reset. Do that mean stop your whole life and stop doing everything? No. A simple moment to stop, breathe, and literally think about nothing will take you so far. So I'm gonna pull one of these cards to just kind of get us in the energy space of what you guys either need to enhance or what you need to let go of as you are moving through this fast and furious energy. All right, first, pride. We just got this card for, I think, Cancer. So some of y'all may be in a situation with a Cancer who, like, y'all pride has prevented you guys from talking to each other, prevented you guys from communicating, or this person has a lot of pride within them that you feel like they owe you an apology and maybe they won't apologize or something. But there's a lot of pride surrounding, and it's a lot of fear-based energy too. I feel like a lot of pride is related to a lot of fear-based energy. Not being able to have control. So it's like if I reach out to this person and I say something to this person, I can't control if they're going to answer my call. I can't control if they're going to give me another chance or forgive me. I can't control the outcome on the other person. Therefore, I won't even try. I won't go for my dreams because my pride won't let me embarrass myself in front of people who think it's stupid. I won't pursue what it is that I want to pursue because, you know, my pride, my ego won't let me. Some of y'all have life purposes that are not popular in any way, shape, or form. Hold on, I'm gonna burn my whole house down. Whew. Gemini, did you see how fast and furious that sage started to burn? And that's what I mean. Fast and furious. Things beyond your control. Well, kind of. I guess that was in my control, but still, I couldn't control that when I lit it, it decided to burn the whole bundle of sage. Nobody said do all that. And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes we light a match, maybe spiritually or energetically, or we may say something to somebody, and then all of a sudden, that one small little thing that we did, or that one small little thing that we said just blows up. It goes out of control. It spreads faster than we thought it was going to spread. In fact, we didn't even know it was going to spread. Just all of a sudden, boom. And before you know it, things are out of hand. Things are beyond your control. And look at you. So yeah, that was amazing. Okay, now let us get to reading and see what this means for you specifically. So at the center of the reading, 3 of Cups. Now, this may be the thing beyond your control. You say one thing to one friend, they say it to another friend, who says it to another friend, and before you know it, it's all over. It's everywhere, you know? So for a lot of you guys, you're going to have to watch that energy. In this energy, you might want to watch whatever seemingly small match that you light during this transit. It just may spark a wildfire. You understand what I'm saying? Something that is beyond your control. And you want to know what it may come from? Pride. My pride made me say it. My pride made me do it. My pride made me roast that person because that person did this and that. Or I did. Whatever you do out of pride and ego at this time is going to be the match that burns it down. You understand what I'm saying? Shh. Be quiet. If you are saying something out of pride and ego, you just might light a fuse. Okay, let's see what it's crossed by. The Hierophants. Wow, this is some type of contract. This could be talking about roommate situations. It could be talking about partnership situations, contracts. We're talking about business contracts together. Could be some type of arrangements together. This is also talking about marriage licenses and things of that nature. And we do have third party energy here. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are celebrating because you just got engaged as well. That's another thing. So outside of operating in pride, outside of things being a wildfire, maybe some of you guys got engaged and you didn't want everybody to know, but as soon as you told one person, whoosh, everybody, oh, you getting married, like you didn't even have time to make your own announcement. Or this could be some type of pregnancy. You told your mama, and your mama swore on everything she wasn't gonna tell nobody, except she accidentally told your auntie, who accidentally told your uncle, who accidentally told your grandma, who told this person and that person and this person, and before you know it, your whole baby shower is planned and you didn't even get to make an announcement yet. You see what I'm saying? That kind of energy. So it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, okay? And sometimes people, let's just bring it to the pride level, sometimes people got to be the first to make the announcement. They got to be the first because they want everybody to know that they knew first, or I got all the breaking news. That's kind of like ego, you know? But it's not necessarily bad, but it's just like, dude, you ruined my secret. I was going to say that. This could be moving as well. Some of you guys could be moving in with roommates, and it'll be fun. Like you may have some people who you like, you know what, let's squad up together, let's save, let's get this place, and it actually may work out. Just make sure everybody's pride and ego is checked at the door and everybody know what they're supposed to do. Now let's see what's at the deep root of it. The King of Wands. Now this contract here, spiritual contract, marriage contract, leasing agreement, some of you guys could be talking about moving in with someone. Y'all could be signing a lease together, and it's like, dude, we might as well just move in together. Maybe it's not an engagement, but maybe y'all gonna, as they called it back in the day in the church world, shacking up. You know, a lot of people might just say, you know what, you know, forget the engagement, forget all that, shack up, okay? Hey, no offense, do your thing, do what you do. Now, this may be the person you're doing it with, or the person you're getting engaged to. Or this may be the person who you feel like is operating in pride. But let's see what else is going on. The Death card. Ooh, the ego death. The pride death. I feel like that's being challenged by a lot of people right now. Like I keep telling y'all, we still in that dual energy of either entitlement or generosity, which people are living in. So if you're in that fast and furious energy, it's like a lot of people, pride is being killed. This is ego killing season. I feel like if there was one major theme that I've noticed throughout the collective, a lot of people are getting put on their butts right now. A lot of people are being forced to look at their shadow self and stop with whatever it is that they're doing that got them operating in that spirit of pride. Now this could be you, or this could be the people around you. You may notice people around you changing, being a little bit more happy or excited. It's because they're releasing some of them demons. Some of them demons that make them operate in pride, or maybe not demons, you know, maybe just have a bunch of negative energy in them, or still have resentment, bitterness, and anger from other things that have happened to them in life that have them operate and treating people and doing them the way that, you know, they do, exhibiting certain behaviors. You know, a lot of people are actually doing soul work in these energies, in these times. Coming face to face with like the spiritual leader, like the Grim Reaper has taken the spirit of like pride, your ego, and has killed it and has drug it over to the Emperor to be judged, and the judge has decided death. That's it. Take them away, Grim Reaper. And the Grim Reaper puts your death, your ego, your pride right there in that valley with the rest of those motionless skeletons. And a lot of people need it. Sometimes it hurts, but you need it. If you're hearing this right now, it may be for you, it may be for someone around you, but you become better. But I'm telling you, sometimes you have to go through that ego death because it helps you do things more according to your like purpose. What's in your headspace? It helps you do things according to your life purpose. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana. A lot of people are coming into their season. And in order for a lot of you guys to like fully push through and manifest when it comes to this season, it's going to take an ego death. You may have the talent to rap. You may have the talent to dance, to act, to sing, but you may have been called to be a chef. You know what I mean? So you in the kitchen. So, oh, that's not popular, right? That's not gonna give me all the guys, or that's not gonna give me all the girls. So let me go out here and be an entertainer, because I'm good at that too. Meanwhile, your gift is in the kitchen, but you keep trying to go be on the court. And it's like, when that ego get dealt with, the popular answer is not going to be, it's not going to work for you anymore. The popular answer, to be in the, you know, all of the fun stuff. Because then once that ego say bye-bye, now you can focus on the destiny, because your ego wants you to be popular. Your ego wants you to be on stage. Your ego wants you to have a bunch of people clapping and cheering. But your life purpose might say that ain't what you're going to be doing. We need you in the kitchen. Everybody might not scream your name. Now, some of y'all may have talents that may be brought to the forefront later on in life. But in this season, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be called to your gift, not what you want to do anymore. So if you've been out there operating in the things that are not your gift, and it's based on, well, I don't want to do, you know, that. I don't want to do that. I know that's my gift. I know that's my calling. I know I'm skilled at that. I know that's what I'm supposed to do, but no, I don't want to do that. Don't be surprised if something happens to make you, you know, if something fast and the furious happen to shake that ego up and say, look, it ain't about being popular. It's about being purposeful. It's about being effective. And y'all roll into your season. The doors of opportunity are opening up for you to operate in your gift. But you don't want to miss your season operating in something that's not going to work for you in the long run. Then have to wait for the other season to roll around. Imagine if you had to wait 10 more years to do what you was born to do. But you had the opportunity to do it right now. You know how bad you kick yourself? You'll kill your own pride and ego. Forget the Grim Reaper. You'll do it yourself. So you can do it yourself now, before the Grim Reaper come along and knock that pride and ego out and tell you got to go do something popular. Go do what your gift called you to do. And all these things shall be added on. Now, let us see what you got coming up. Page of Swords. Who just got this? I think it was Cancer in this exact same position. What's going on with you and Cancer? What's going on with you and Cancer? Y'all pulling the same cards. It's like y'all got each other's energy. You spying on them. They spying on you. This was the exact same card that I pulled for that last one. So this may be a person who's contributing to this fast and furious energy, or this wildfire energy. This may also be who you discover other people are when, you know, this is who they pretend to be. But when you really measure out people's pride and their ego, this is who they really are. You think they're strong and wise and they go out there almighty to take over. Meanwhile, they just as insecure and petty as, you know, a child. People wear good masks. The pride and the ego makes me stand tall, even though on the inside I'm just, I ain't nothing. You know, some people do that. But this energy here, we talk about it all the time, being the stalker energy, the watching the social medias, the looking to see what the other person is doing. Ooh, look at this. Look at the way the Grim Reaper is walking up with his weapon, and this person is looking at the Grim Reaper like, yeah, right. Imagine this being like your pride and your ego, and the Grim Reaper coming to take your pride and ego, and you like challenge. Your pride and your ego is like, I dare you. And look, right in the middle, we got the Hierophant. This is like God. It's like God is orchestrating a duo between your ego and like your pride versus the Grim Reaper. Bring him to me. And it's for your own good. Or if you see somebody going through this like ego death phase, it's for their own good, because they have to get to their life purpose one way, some way, somehow. I know a man who was supposed to be a preacher. He wanted to be a carpenter. He kept being a carpenter, kept being a carpenter. God kept saying, I need you to preach, I need you to preach, I need you to preach. He kept being a carpenter, kept being a carpenter. One day, he got his arm chopped off. I guarantee you, for the rest of his life, to the day that he died a legend in the community because he built schools, he had good churches, all of that. But till his dying day, he was a preacher. You understand? So when we get to this life purpose thing and the Grim Reaper starts showing up and then the Hierophant showing up in the form of God, it's like, we got to take this seriously. Some of y'all being called to your higher purpose right now and you kind of like denying and still denying it. It's like, okay, miss your season if you want to. But some way, somehow, it's going to happen. Let's see what's in your fears. The World card. I don't want to give up what I'm doing. No, I'm comfortable where I am. I don't want to go up to another level. I don't want this cycle of my life to be done. I want to keep going out, kicking it. Some of y'all being, let's just be real, no hard feelings. Y'all know I love y'all. Some of y'all being called to kind of grow up. Some of y'all being called away from certain friends. Some of y'all been like, okay, all right, that was cute when you was younger. You too old for that now, you know, and I don't care what age you are. 30s, 40s, 50s, 20s, teens, it doesn't matter. 80s, some of y'all are being called to something else. And it's a wrap. I think I was telling Cancer, some of y'all in the whole collective, waiting to go back to being your old self. I just can't wait to get back to being my old self. What old self? You mean the one that died in the last season? You're not going back to being that person. You're not going to feel like that no more. You're not going to feel like your old self no more. Because once that pride and that ego get killed, you kind of like a new person, right? You go from, it's like a human being and now you're a spirit being. It's like those are two different people. They operate in two different ways. So you're not going to go back to feeling like your old self. What you're going to do is you're going to embrace the feeling of the new self. You're going to get used to that. You know what I mean? Because the seasons are changing. The season is calling for people to change. Old ways of working wasn't working for you. They're not working for you no more. The old things that you used to do just don't cut it no more. Some of y'all are afraid to wrap it up. Some of y'all are afraid of the next season of your life. You don't know. Especially when you get called to something greater or higher. Some of y'all be like, I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to go do that. That's fun over there. That's popular over there. And God is like, yeah, come on here and do this. I got this set up for you. I don't want to do that. Kind of like Selena, the sister. She was like, I don't want to play the drums. Her daddy made her play the drums. And all them years later, she on the stage, on a big stage with her sister, Selena, playing the drums. She wasn't out there singing in the front. Maybe she wanted to be, but no, your position is on them drums. And that's what she did her thing. So what you, how you look to other people, this one wants to jump out. Ooh, 9 of Wands. So maybe you look like you're going through that, I've been through it phase. People have done this. I've been going through that. And now I am defensive. Now I am, you know, about ready to quit and give up and surrender and all that kind of stuff. Or you may be seeing other people like this. Also, this could be your energy towards people that you know you need to, you know, kind of move on from, or people who don't serve your purpose no more. But this is that energy of someone who has been through it. And now you're like battered and bruised and ready to like give up and surrender. But also this card also asks you not to give up, not to surrender. You're being asked to kind of hold on. Because as the season is changing, as this Grim Reaper is bringing you to the Hierophant to give you this ego death. It don't feel good, right? It hurt. Feel like, why you beat me up? Like somebody beat me up. And now, you know, I want to be my old self again. It's like, no. And for some of y'all, I'm feeling like this is just that phase of time where you're being called to something greater and you don't want to accept it. You know, it's like, no, I can't do that. No. You want me to go where and be on whose stage and say what? Or you want me to go behind whose doors and do what? Nah, I can't do that. You know, let's see. Let's clarify. Can we get another insightful answer as to how people are staying Gemini right now? Wow. Now, my cards, they all, I don't know how they arranging and rearranging and all of that. But this is the Star card in reverse. Usually, I read my cards upright. Lately, the cards have just been turning and flipping on their own. I can't even control that. It's fast and furious. It's beyond my control, right? But this is the Star card in reverse. So, like I said, it's a major turning point, but it's a major like breaking down to be something better. Like some of y'all got the juice, you got the sauce, but it's just other pieces of you that may be holding you back. And other people may see you as, for those of you who was like doing something before, like you was the rapper, you was on top, or you was the one getting all the money, you had the good job, but then you said, man, my soul is calling me to do something better, so let me take this loss right quick. So you quit the job, or you quit the relationship that everybody thought was so perfect, or you put your pride to the side to stop fulfilling what other people thought you should be doing. And then it's kind of like maybe you had to take an L because of it, or there was some type of setback because of it. And people may have counted you out, or may have thought, man, that person fell off. Meanwhile, you was just getting closer to your soul purpose. Your ego may have been breaking down, or you may have gone through a time where you thought people supported you only to find out they didn't. And you realized that your ego, your pride made you think that everybody loves you and da 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 da. And then you had to get broken down and realize, sis, bruh, you shouldn't be out there trying to impress everybody, because guess what? They gonna talk about you anyway. You're gonna be great, but then they gonna talk about you. To me, this is that definition of, like I said, Shine, I believe his name is. He was the rapper. He was out there doing his thing, and he gave up that star. He gave up that fame to go fulfill something that he had to probably defend. He was probably tired of this life. A lot of y'all at the point where you tired of doing what doesn't serve your soul. You tired. You want to walk into your season. And for some of you all, it's gonna literally involve you trading the popular for the purpose. Okay? And that's a tough decision to make. I understand, believe me. But I firmly believe that that seek ye first the kingdom of God. Do what you called to do first. Do what I told you to do first. And then all these things shall be added on. Remove your pride and your ego first, and do what your mama told you to do. And I might let you eat the ice cream later. I might let you be rich and famous and be a star later. But right now I need you to go serve. Okay? And that may be what it is. But your pride and your ego don't want to go serve. You know? Whatever. However it applies to you. Whew. Let us see, y'all. What is going on in the in your hopes? Come on now. We stacking bread. Getting money. Hey, listen. If I ain't going to do nothing else, we going to get this money you did. You going to work and go get the bag. You gonna, you know, create maybe some new sources of income. For some of you guys, you want to maybe kind of do your thing now and then branch off and ease off into your soul purpose. Okay, you're figuring it out, and it's like kind of step by step. I'm gonna figure out how I can get compensated for it, or all of that. You may be still kind of in those planning phases. But this here is working, getting your money together, studying, learning, growing, promotion, all of that kind of energy. All of that. Now let's see what's the result of this transit. Wow, this wants to pop out. Ooh, the Empress. Well, so listen, some of the pride and the ego is being destroyed and taken down so that you can be built up in the biggest, grandest, most beautiful way possible. Okay, definitely the caterpillar has been put in a cocoon. He's been killed in a way. He died. The caterpillar died as soon as it went up into that cocoon. It had a moment with the Lord. The Lord transformed that caterpillar into a butterfly, and at the end, pow. But in the midst of that caterpillar being in that cocoon, it was probably being shown and told its like purpose. It had to wait for the right season in order to bust out of that cocoon so that the wings could be strong enough to fly. It had to be, you know, it had to wrap up cycles. It had to separate itself from all of the other little caterpillars around. It couldn't go talking and gossiping about what was going on as it was being spent into its season. It couldn't have no pride or no ego, because as you standing in the presence of like the Lord or like higher energy, as you're being transformed, some of y'all, you're gonna get to the point where you can't fight it. You was made to be the Empress. You was made to be the Emperor. And now you're being forced. Like if you ain't doing it and you've been hearing the call and you keep having them dreams, you keep feeling that intuitive nudge, okay. Keep sitting if you want to. But one way or the other, I feel like for a lot of y'all, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. Otherwise, man, goodness, don't like I forgot what sign I was telling. I had got that analogy that they were saying like the richest place in the world is the graveyard, because all of the people who died with those book ideas, with those song ideas, whatever their purpose was in life, they didn't do it. It's some recipes, it's some food we supposed to be eating right now, some recipe we supposed to be eating right now that don't exist and never will. You know, it's a book we're supposed to be gossiping over and just going crazy over right now, but it didn't get written because that person is in the grave. You know, much love and respect to everyone who has passed on, but guys, don't let that be you, okay? Let's learn from all of the people who died without serving their purpose, and let's do them a favor. Let's do it for them. Look at all these major arcanas y'all pulled, gosh. Look at y'all. You got the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the Empress, the World card, the Star card, and the Death card. It's major, in other words. So, Gemini, that is what I get for you. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I appreciate you guys so very much. And if you need a personal reading, hit me up, waterstarvibes@gmail.com. Please look in the description box so you guys can see how to list those questions. Okay, that 1, 2, 3 format is perfect for me. And just give me a brief description if it's totally necessary, okay? But if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as one of my subscribers, okay? But once again, thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I will see you all in your next video.